almost 2 decades now, the BMW X5 has been a staple in the luxury SUV market. Initially introduced in 1999, the X5 offered a utilitarian and off-road capable machine. The model I'm reviewing today, while it retains many of the great selling features of the original, has a much different focus. Welcome to the BMW X5M. The BMW X5M is an insane SUV by all accounts. With near supercar performance, incredible luxury, technology, and practicality, this SUV can really do it all. Coming equipped with the 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 straight out of the M5, this 5,300-pound SUV can blast through the quarter mile in 12.2 seconds and will blaze from 0 to 60 in a mere 3.8. Before we get into more of the performance figures and driving dynamics, we'll start with a quick overview of the interior and exterior. Now, some of the key ways to distinguish an X5M over its non-M counterparts, besides the badging of course, would be the massive 21-inch rims, a quad exhaust, as well as being slightly lower and having an M body kit. All these little tweaks result in a much more aggressive stance and give the X5M real road presence. This particular X5M is finished in a gorgeous grey metallic and is paired with a surprisingly lovely orange leather interior. Most of the time I prefer a simple black leather interior, although I do find this color combo goes really well together and makes the SUV just feel a bit more special. And with a starting price of over $100,000, you definitely want this thing to feel special. The interior in this car is just a really nice place to be and definitely feels like $100,000. The seats are supportive yet comfortable, offer heating, cooling, and an almost infinite number of lumbar and bolster adjustments. The car also just smells of rich premium leather, and I could easily spend days upon days just sitting in the car. Now, I'm not going too in-depth on the Idrive system, but I can tell you that this is the latest and greatest version, which has definitely come a long way from BMWs of past. The controls are very intuitive, and of course the system offers the latest in driver safety tech. Check the link in the description if you want a full overview of the Idrive system. The real question though is, how does this thing drive and handle? Well, I've got to say that it's rather impressive. It's never easy to make 5,300 pounds go fast, let alone handle well in the corners, but somehow the engineers in Bavaria have made it happen. Like I said earlier, the X5M comes equipped with the M5's twin-turbo V8, and man does it haul. With well over 550 horsepower and 550 foot-pounds of torque, this SUV can easily embarrass most sports cars and even some supercars that are a couple years old. This engine is then mated to an 8-speed ZF transmission, which is just about the best automatic transmission you can get right now. Upshifts and downshifts are both instantaneous, and depending on what drive mode you're in, can either be smooth for daily commuting or very sharp for more spirited driving. Of course, power is sent through all 4 wheels and a very clever torque vectoring system, which is capable of sending up to 100% of the power to either of the axles. Now, just like everything else in the car, steering response is also variable. Road feel may be lacking a bit, but it's very easy to find a setting in which the steering weight is just perfect. For myself, I found that putting the car in Sport Plus mode made the steering weight much heavier and more akin to a sports car rather than a big heavy SUV. The handling in the X5M was also quite surprising. While it felt a bit lacking in comfort mode, once you popped it into Sport or Sport Plus, you could feel the suspension firm up and limit the amount of body roll in the corners. At the end of the day, this is still a big heavy SUV, but it handles and feels a lot closer to a sports car than you might think. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.